Yo, welcome to another episode, Voice of Brooklyn. I'm your host, Skrilla Fresh. We got a special guest in the building. State your name.
You know, it's your boy JaySwishes, Mr. Put That Shit On, Mr. Him Duncan, whatever you want to call it. You know, appreciate you for having me, bro.
Yeah, you already know, man. We got a lot to talk about today, man.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You had a fire in the 2022, you know what I'm saying, with all of the hit songs you've been dropping, you know what I mean? Your new EP that you just dropped in November, right? Talk about first give a background to who you are and who JaySwish is.
So, I got to start it off like this. You know, my parents come from the island of Grenada, so I'm partly West Indian, and you know, they went to Canada, Ontario. That's where I was born, so I'm Canadian as well. Then from there, I came straight to Brownsville.
Okay.
And that's where I really became, you know, that's where I feel like Brownsville, like, made me into who I am as a man type shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's where I really became who I really am type shit. Really, where I got into music, where I just, you know, where I really grew up for real.
Yeah.
Feel me? So, and I always been doing music since I was a kid. I always loved music. You know, my mom was a gospel singer and Pops was a DJ. So, you know, music is in my blood type shit.
Okay.
And around 2018, I started taking music seriously. You know, I got around somebody named Johnny Cashflow, who brought me around Tory Lanes and stuff like that. So I got to see like what the life could be, and then I started feeling like, yo, I need to do my own thing, branch off, and like, because I'm a star, I need to shine. So
facts.
I started putting my team together. Shout out to my other manager, Solo. You know, he was a childhood friend, and I asked him like, yo, bro, you want to be my manager? Because I realized that you can't do everything by yourself. No man is an island. You need a team. So he jumped on board, and then we've been rocking ever since. And now I got another manager with me, Panama. He came along.
Yeah, shout out to Panama. You know
so
what I mean? Panama.
And we've been outside. Like I've been moving like the president. You know, outside shaking hands, kissing babies, doing what I do.
Facts. All right, so like how I want you to explain how important it is to have like a strong, close-knit team. Like, you understand? And how important it is to not have a bunch of yes men around you.
So, in order to take things to the next level, first of all, as you know, you cannot, this is just common sense, you can't do every single thing by yourself.
That's a fact.
That's just common sense. So, as a musician as well, you need people around you like that's going to be like, yo, Jay, I ain't gonna lie, you could do that line one more time, or you could do this one more time, or just give you wisdom. And not like, for example, Panama, my manager, you know, he's a seasoned person in this shit, seasoned person in this game, like, you know.
Okay.
So I'm a type of person where I'm not a sensitive nigga. You know, I take constructive criticism. Yeah. Because I know what constructive criticism is. Yeah. Sometimes people think that that's hate, even though it's a thin line between that and that. But you gotta understand that. If you put the people around you that has your best interest, obviously they telling you something because they looking out for you. Yeah. So, and that's what's gonna make the brand stronger. That's what's gonna make your material stronger. Mm-hmm. You only gonna elevate. If everything is yes, then you ain't gonna progress. Yeah. It's only so far you gonna get. Cause now you living in delusion. Yeah,
that's a fact.
You living in delusion.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know, cause you know, some people may feel like damn, even though this is my man and he's the front man of this whole shit, I don't want to say, no, you could do that again, or I don't like that, and lose my spot. You know what I'm saying?
If that's the case, then that's not your man's. If that's the case, that's not your man's. Because I know for me, if I care about you, I'm never going to have my man's coming outside looking crazy.
That's a fact.
Never.
That's a fact. That's
never.
a fact.
If you my man's, I'm never going to have you looking crazy.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Goes down to the littlest thing. My man's come outside like, yo, bro, I ain't going to lie. Yo, fix your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want my mans to shine. I want my mans to look good. If I'm gonna tell you, who else? If it ain't me, who else gonna tell you?
Exactly.
Who else gonna tell you?
You know what I mean? It's just, you know, I think, you know what I mean, people just gotta like be humble with their shit and just like check their ego. And it ain't that deep. Like, you could keep it real with your peoples. Like, and I think that's been lost. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's why you see a lot of people getting backdoored by people that they knew for long periods of time in their life and shit. So that's why, you know, I asked you that and shit like that. But I want to get to the EP. Right. I want to ask you this: why you didn't make that an album, bro? Because that seven song EP, the 7-track EP, bro, is it's unskippable, bro. Like it's undeniable. So, like, how did you pick which song that you was gonna put, or you knew for sure like I got a strong 7 and this is what I'm going with?
So first off, I want to thank you and I appreciate you listening and taking the time out to listen to the project. That's one, and two. Those songs was meant for this EP. Like I already had a first EP and those songs was meant for that EP. Everything is calculated. Every like songs that I make, I know what season I'm gonna drop it in. I know what time I'm gonna drop it in. Everything is calculated. And the reason why I didn't make it into an album because I'm just getting started. That ain't nothing for what I got coming.
Yeah.
That I'm just getting started. I got more fire shit to put out. And the reason why I put those songs specifically for this time because, you know, wintertime, it's a lot of seasonal depression. It's a lot of grittiness. It's a lot of it's a whole different vibe than summertime, you know.
Yeah.
So I wanted the music to be the backdrop, the background to the time that we in right now, to the season that we in right now. You feel me? When you're riding in your car and the weather is a certain way, the music hit differently.
I was just about to ask you that because it's I get 7 different vibes from each song I hear. Mm-hmm. So I want to ask you, was that purposely done, like, or did it just come out that way, like, or did you purposely put like, okay, so, this is gonna be for this, that's gonna be for that?
This is what I did, right? So how I best explain it is like you going into a tunnel is super dark. You going, and then as you progress in that tunnel, you start seeing the light. That's how I wanted to do the project. You know, I talk about a lot of like personal shit, a lot of struggles, a lot of pain, a lot of, and then as the project keeps going, you start getting a lighter. I start talking about the women. I start talking about it start being a little lighter. So that's how I explain it. It's like going through a dark tunnel and then getting into the light.
Okay, that makes sense because I definitely caught different vibes from listening to the songs and like I said, we were speaking off camera, like it's a lot of relatable shit that you talking about, because you know where we come from, you know what I'm saying, we have similar stories. Everybody might not have the same story, but it's pretty close, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I fucks with it. And like I said, I remember and Limits to Lemonade, those are my 2 favorite songs off the EP. And them tracks is crazy.
You know what's so crazy? Like just like a small fact, you know, Lemons to Lemonade, I almost didn't put it on there. For some reason I wasn't a fan of the song. That's crazy. And it's people always telling me, yo, you were bugging, bro. Like Lemons to Lemonade, but I don't know why. It's just I don't know why I just didn't feel like that song was just, I don't know, it didn't come out the way that I wanted to come out. But you know, it be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, see, I'm not the artist, so I can't say I understand what you mean when you say it didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out, because as I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh, nah, this is perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he did his thing on this, like as far as like the melodies, the rhyming, the topic that you was talking about. It's like everything was in order how it was supposed to go. So when artists say things like, oh, I almost didn't put it there because I really wasn't feeling it, I'd be like, bro, I don't know how. Like, I don't know what your thought process was, like what you was thinking about, like, or maybe you had like another vision for it. Yeah. But you know, I feel like it did what it was supposed to do. Like, yeah, it did what it's supposed to do.
Appreciate it.
So as far as that, the EP, I know you just had a show a couple days ago. And what was
SOBs,
right? I thought it was BB King, the SOBs.
SOBs, yeah.
What was the energy in the building?
A lot of ass shaking, a lot of ladies going crazy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of real niggas, hood niggas in the spot, feeling the music. You know what I'm saying? It's just to paint the picture for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just, the energy was just immaculate. Shout out to all the artists though. Shout out to him and her DJs, Rue Solo, Lara Velli. You know what I'm saying? I could go on Train Nice, DJ LP. Shout out to all of them. Okay,
yeah, that's what's up. And you live by that mantra, I am him. What made you come up with that slogan and take that in confidence and run with that?
Because that's how I really feel. Like when I step into the room, I keep my head up. You feel me? Like, I make sure that my presence is felt. I make sure that, you know, like, I have a certain vibe about me. I really am confident in what I do. I really do feel like I'm him. And the message the message behind that is too, you should feel like that about yourself.
Facts.
There's nobody like you, bro.
Facts.
There's nobody like me. We're really one of one. So why wouldn't you not be him? You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to feel like you that nigga. And that's how I feel, and that's the message that I preach. Be confident in yourself. Especially like you supposed to have your head raised. You a king, bro.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, nah, I mean, yeah, I truly believe that, man. Like, you gotta, you know, I tell people all the time, self-esteem, the key word in self-esteem is self. You, like, nobody can't make you feel a way about yourself. That comes from within. So you gotta be confident in any and everything that you're doing. Yeah. And, you know, you got to do what you do to the best and let the chips fall where they may. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I was watching an interview with Money Long. She's a writer, but she's a lit artist.
Okay.
And she was saying that she was at some type of function or whatever, that Jay-Z was there and stuff like that. And I guess Jay-Z approached her, but she, you know, it's Jay-Z.
Yeah.
She kind of, I think Jay-Z peeped that she had like a head like down a little bit or whatever, and he told her like, don't ever do that again, bro. Like, like, you somebody, you supposed to keep your head raised. So he was basically saying, you really her.
Yeah.
Why was you got your head down, bro?
Yeah.
So it's just like, that's that confidence that I bring to the game. That's the confidence that I take with me when I step into the room. You gonna feel my energy, good energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and you can hear that through the music as well. You could definitely hear that through the music. But I want to ask you, the way the rap game is now, females is getting pushed to the forefront a little bit more. Like, how do you feel about that? Do you think females are now getting they just due in the game, or
as well deserved? Because all those female artists, it's not like niggas is doing them favors. They dropping hot shit. They dropping dope shit. Shout out to Lola. Shout out to Maya the Don. Shout out to Connie Diamond. Shout out to all the ladies in the towns that's doing their thing. They really dropping fire shit, fire material, fire music. Shout out to them.
Yeah. Cause
to be honest, niggas got to catch up.
True. But you know, I feel like as though it's only one genre of music of all of the new male artists, and it's mainly drill. It's mainly drill. Not everybody do drill, because I mean, I'm pretty sure you have a drill song here and there, whatever. But like I said, listening to your EP, it's like you tap into every genre. Like, so you feel like you don't fit under just one genre. You just make music and.
Well, I would say this, right? My sound is melodies. I'm a melodic artist. Shout out to all the drill artists, but that shit is oversaturated. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing that. And for me, I'm going to make my own wave.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing one thing, I'm going to do my thing. Because what I do it well. And I be showing niggas that if I really wanted to do that, I'll really have my foot on all you niggas' necks. Word, bro. Like, I really could do that, bro. Like, it's like my freestyles, my cadences, I could do that. But I know the type of career that I want to have. I know the type of music that I want to make. That's why I do what I do. Yeah. Again, shout out to all the drill artists. It's not a I'm not coming at nobody. I'm just stating a fact.
Yeah. Nah, that's a fact. Cause I just had an episode a minute ago, and we was talking about that, and I was like, yo, I'm not hating on drill rap. If that's your thing, do your thing. Keep making music. Keep putting it out there. But my thing is, we never really seen that have longevity. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, I always say, like, I always try to say, like, listen, if you could not switch up what you doing because it's working for you, but try to add something to it. Like, don't, you know what I mean? Don't come out with shit that sound the same.
And I think it's beautiful that young black niggas is coming up, that's doing their thing, that's making money off of music to provide for their family. How can you hate on that? That's a beautiful thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm not trying to have a moment. I'm not trying to make microwave music. I'm trying to have a career.
Yeah, timeless music.
Timeless music. Go back 10 years from now, and you could still bump my shit. Yeah. Because the people that I look up to, they make timeless music. So that's the music that I put forth into the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. Everybody doing their thing. I do my thing.
Okay. Now, you said you started taking music serious in 2018.
Facts.
All right. I want to know who was that one artist or however many artists that you seen that you said, yo, you know what? That's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna keep it all the way at 1,000. Tory gave me the motivation for real to really just like seeing him and just like he's just a work ethic crazy, music crazy. Like
I was about to say
I'm not even talking about forget all that other shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about music. If we talking about music, let's talk about music. Musically, he's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
I think he came out with like 3 albums in 1 year one time.
It's just retarded. You know what I'm saying? And I just that's one of the artists that I wouldn't say like look up to, but that's one of the artists that I'm inspired by. Him and Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like they are impeccable artists.
Yeah.
They make timeless music. They make records. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
shout out to them.
Yeah, that's how you last in the game, man. You gotta be able to make your mark early, and I think that's where the work really starts. Like when you make your mark early, then now you catch people ear, and then now they looking for you. All right, let's see what he gonna do next or she gonna do next.
Right.
And I feel like the first 2 projects you put out, it gotta be a go. Like so, how you feel about that?
Cause I do feel like, let's say, somebody that never didn't even know JaySwishes existed.
Yeah.
That first impression, I'll never get that back.
Mm-hmm.
If they hear something from me for the first time and it ain't given, it ain't what they want to hear, they probably never listen to me again. And I just lost a fan that could have been my fan.
Yeah, that
so
could have possibly
everything
been
that I put forward, everything, interviews, shows, music, everything, I gotta be on point. I gotta be able to show that I'm somebody that you could buy into. I'm somebody that you could go to for entertainment, music, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take that lightly at all.
Okay. And you touched on this earlier, but I guess I'm gonna ask this in a different way, right? When you pick your music, like going back to what I said, that you got 7 bangers on the EP. The whole EP is a banger, right? And I know the final decision is ultimately yours to pick which goes on, correct? So do you sit in a room and get advice from?
Nah, definitely is a team effort. Like I definitely get advice from Panama, Solo, my team. Like again, it's a team effort. Even though I do get the last thing on the records and stuff like that, I hold their opinion very highly. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that I'm not dealing with people that don't know what they talk about or not what they doing. They got an ear for music. You know what I'm saying? Panama got an ear for music. Solo got an ear for music. And I respect their ear and I respect them individually and what they do. So I take heed of what they say to me.
Okay.
I don't have to agree with everything, and I might not agree with everything, but I still take the time to listen and hear what they got to say, because I might be in, like, agree with what they're telling me. So it's a group decision.
Okay. So, say like I'm a artist as well, right? And I want a JaySwish feature. How do I go about getting that? Who they get in contact with?
Well, you could hit up my 2 managers, Panama and Solo. You could hit me up directly, but I'm just going to send you back to Panama and Solo.
Okay.
But if you want to have a relationship with me, that's a whole different story. We can chop it up, build relationships, because I'm all about that. But when it comes to, like, you know, getting down to the business and stuff like that, you know, I let my managers be managers.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I was about to ask that next. Like, if somebody trying to build a rapport with you, you know, just to have that connection on something, like, you know what, I'm gonna reach out to him, you know, to get another feature or whatever the case may be. So that's why
and if we have that rapport, we definitely gonna work. I like your music and I fuck with your music, we definitely gonna work. But you gotta build that rapport with me. If we don't have no rapport, you gonna talk to my managers, because I don't know you. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Facts. Yeah, so that sound like you can't just be putting out bullshit and think you just gonna get a feature, like, and try to live off the name. Like we not doing that.
We not doing that.
Yeah.
And even if I don't fuck with your music and we cool and I fuck with you, I'ma still fuck with you. We just probably not gonna do no music, but that's cool though.
Yeah. That's what's up.
That's cool.
What's up. You know what I mean? So when can we look forward to a JaySwish album?
Man, just expect the unexpected. That's what I can say. Just, everything is about the element of surprise.
Okay.
When it's the right time, it's the right time.
Okay, makes sense. So,
and right now I'm steady building my fan base up.
Okay.
Steady building my buzz. Steady building all of that. You know what I'm saying?
And is that the reason that you only putting out EPs as of right now?
Yeah, because I know when it's all about timing. Everything in this music thing is about timing. When is the right time to drop this? When is the right time to drop that? So everything is calculated. It's like we mad scientists with this shit.
Yeah. Have you ever had a situation where you had to like re-drop a song because of the timing? Like maybe you dropped the song and it wasn't the right timing, and then you re-dropped it another time and then it went crazier than what it did the first time?
Nah. Because the only song that I re-dropped, and it was because it was a remix, was I got a record called Good Company. Okay. And then on the remix, Cranium is on it, Relatable is on it.
Yeah, that's on the EP too. Shout out to them. Yeah. That shit is crazy too. Like I said, man, it, like, this sound like an album. So that's why I asked that question, because it's like you put 7 bangers on the EP, and it's like, damn. So now it's like the fan base that you have now, it's like, now we waiting for the project.
And I'm super glad that you say that, because that's the artist that building up to be, is an album artist, not just a single artist, an album artist, where you want to hear a body of work from JaySwishes. You want to hear probably 15, 20, 25 songs, but I got to get to that point first.
Yeah.
I got to start from somewhere. I got to be like, okay, I see the progression. He's going into that album bag. He's going into that album mode. So now when I get to that level, you really want to hear 20 songs from me. You really want to hear 25 songs from me, but you got to start from somewhere. Okay. So I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, like, it is timing. So what do you feel about signing to a major label or staying independent?
I feel like it's all about, everybody's situation is different.
Yeah.
It got to make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where your team is involved. It's like, it got to be like, see, I got a solid team. Again, shout out to Solo, shout out to Panama. Yeah. It's all about what makes sense. And I've been sitting down with labels. Okay. I sat down the past week. I done sat down with 300, sat down with Republic. So they calling, calling. They want to fuck with JaySwishes.
Okay.
So it's all about, just business got to be right. It got to be right. It got to make sense, because at the end of the day, it's the music business for a reason.
Yeah.
So
because I hear, well, I mean, we all heard it that typically artists get fucked on their first deal almost all the time. Mm-hmm. So that's why I asked you that question, like, because these labels, they try to get over a lot of times, and being where we from, they try to throw a lot of money at you from the gate to say, like, okay, this dude don't really got nothing, so here, accept this.
I would say this to any artist that's listening right now: you gotta study and you gotta know the business. Like, it's not just going in the studio, recording songs, and you gotta study. You gotta study, just like you in school and you gotta study for a test. You gotta study for exam to get 100.
Yeah,
it's nothing different. You gotta study. You gotta study the game. Like I'm a student. Yeah. I'm a student of the game, and I don't know everything yet. I'm still learning. I'm learning as I grow and as I go. And I have a seasoned manager that put me on to certain things and stuff like that.
That got the best interest for your music career.
Right. And even before I met him, I was still studying. I was still like, it's a lot of things that I know. Like,
you have to do your due diligence.
You got to do your due diligence, because at the end of the day, it ain't going to be on nobody but you. Nobody put a gun to your head to sign that paper. Yeah, you got to know what you're getting into before you get into it.
Yeah, a lot of times, a lot of artists, when they talk to these labels, they listen to the label and they say, yo, look, we got a lawyer for you. Trust me, we know this guy, we trust him. Like, he's a good guy, and then now he's your lawyer, and now they in cahoots with him, and then they give you that contract. And
but think about it like this, right? Isn't that a conflict of interest?
It is, and
you got to use this.
That's what
you got to use.
That's why I brought that scenario up, because a lot of these artists, they do exactly the opposite of what you do and what you just explained. When you said it's not about just going to the studio and just making music and then saying, here, I make music. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of them do that. Like, I got the sound, I got the look, I got videos out, but they not really studying, or they don't have a management team, or going back to what I said earlier about the yes men, all of their friends is yes men because they just want to see him get on. Mm-hmm. So if he get on, then we all get on. And I think that be the reason that a lot of these artists don't last.
What's lacking is solid foundation, solid teams. Like you don't see upcoming artists like me moving the way I'm moving. My managers is pulling up with me. We coming and we mobbing. All this like, and it's a light day today. You know, I got one manager with me. Most of the time, it's like, so it's like we showing a different type of energy. You don't really see that.
Yeah, and I think see that. I think this conversation is important for the people that's going to listen to this, because a lot of times I think the business side get overlooked, and I tell people all the time, regardless of what you're doing, your business got to be right, because somebody's going to take advantage of you if you let them, and or you don't know what you're doing, or you don't have the right people around you.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck. The music is only 5%, 5 to 10%. You don't have to be super nice. Yeah. It's a lot of mediocre ass niggas that's lit doing their thing.
Yeah.
That's to show you in itself. The facts is in the pudding. You just gotta open your eyes and see what's going on. You gotta really be in tune. You gotta know what's going on.
I seen an interview with Snoop. This was a couple months back, and he said he don't make no money off his catalog. He only make money when he do shows. And growing up, like, you know what I mean, we all know Snoop. We know what he did in the game. Like, he's a legend in the game. And my thought was like, damn, Snoop, like, you made all of these crazy songs and you did all of these commercials, and you don't get money off of nothing. You have to do a show and you 50-something years old. That's crazy to me.
But shout out to Snoop, because he's teaching you a lesson. Like, don't make the same mistake that I did.
True.
That's the message. That's the message in what he said. Like, don't make the same mistakes that I did. That's the studying part.
Yeah.
Just like basketball players go back and watch Jordan and watch this person and watch Larry and watch all these people, you got to do the same thing if you want to be great.
You have to. You gotta watch the people before you. But do you feel like the people before you was reaching back, trying to teach?
That's a good question. Maybe they're not trying to teach directly, but if they doing it, for example, Snoop did that interview, and he said what he said. Why would you not take that as a lesson? It could be because you can be teaching indirectly.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm watching somebody, right?
Yeah.
I see 10 people talk about, yo, don't go in this room. It's dark in there. You ain't gonna be able to see shit. Why would I still go walk in that same room? That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Even though they're not directly teaching, common sense will tell you that's a lesson. Don't go in that room.
Yeah, it's a reason why he's telling me this. So I'm not gonna.
It's like when you're watching a movie, and sometimes there's a lesson in that movie. Yeah. Is it really teaching you something, or you gotta really understand the lesson? Yeah. It's the same thing. You gotta just pick it up.
Yeah, because a lot of times, man, these people understand and don't be where it need to be. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like everything is like a blur for them. Like everything is moving fast, and I think that's why a lot of people get jammed up. Like, what you think? What you think about that? Especially when things is moving fast. Like say, like, for example, before you answer that, you come out with a song, not you per se, but like, let's say like you come out with a song, and now boom, everything is going. BT Awards is hitting you. You doing shows. Now you over here. Now you doing this. They calling you for this interview over here. Now you flying out over the country. They want to book you for a tour for 15 dates. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how do you deal with that? Like, if you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you deal with that?
You gotta be prepared for that before that even happens. Like right now, I'm prepared for that.
Yeah.
It's all about preparation. It's all about getting. That's the whole point. Is getting prepared for that.
Yeah, that speaks to the mental toughness. I don't think everybody has that mental toughness or the fortitude to even deal with it. This is why you see a lot of times when people when they get popping and they get early success, they turn to drugs and you know what I mean, things like that. It goes back to what you said. I think just the foundation has to be solid. Like you can't build a skyscraper building on sand. Can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll crumble. As soon as you get to the top, it'll crumble.
And I want to say this too. It's not like I don't want to make it seem like I'm perfect, because at the end of the day, I'm still human. You know, I have my flaws and stuff like that. Like it's times where I was in like doing this music, I was in dark places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't want to get too deep into it. Just know, just dark places. You know what I'm saying? I was doing things that I thought was gonna help me not feel the way that I want to feel, but it was actually doing more harm to me than good.
Yeah.
But that's where the team comes in.
Yeah. Was this before the music, or this is when?
Nah, this is during the music.
This is during the music. Okay.
This is during the music. We still human. Just because we doing music don't mean we ain't superheroes. It might seem like that, but I'm gonna tell you right now, we still human. Like,
yeah, that's a fact.
So it's like, you know, that's where again I can't stress enough on the team factor, because, you know, people who got your back, they're not gonna see you fall. Like, yeah. And there's one thing about me that I'm trying to work on, is that I'm not really I don't like to tell, like, even the closest people around me, I don't like to talk to them about what I'm really going through, because it makes me feel weird. Like, I'd rather just deal with it on my own type of time. And like, I know, because maybe it's because, like, you know, I lost my mother at a young age. Yeah. You know, me and my dad don't have a close relationship at all. You know, being homeless, all of that type of stuff. It just made me more like, gotta do everything, like, just gotta handle everything on my own. You know what I'm saying? Just not, because it's just a weird feeling, bro. Yeah. It's just a weird feeling, and you know, that comes with trust issues. That comes with not trusting people. That comes with feeling like you just gotta handle everything on your own. That comes with you not wanting to open up to nobody. Yeah. So that's all the things that I battle with in my mental and stuff like that. Yeah. So, you know, it's just finding a way to cope with that, and also finding the right people who you know is genuine towards you.
Yeah. You know, sometimes, you know, you don't. Sometimes, like, I can't, like, again, I can't tell you how to feel or how to deal with anything, but sometimes you'll reach your breaking point, you know, when you hold things in, and I think it can be therapeutic sometimes when you let some of that off your chest, and you know, and you talk to someone. I don't mean like technically like a therapist or anything like that. I'm saying like how you got your manager, you know what I'm saying? You be like, yo, bro, look, I'm going through this. Maybe sometimes he could say something to you that'll pick you right back up, and you won't have to hold that burden and just be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna just go to the studio and I'm gonna just get this out with the music.
And then sometimes, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Sometimes what you going through is like, even putting in the music, you can't even make music. Yeah. You can't even make music because you got so much going on in your mind. You can't even make music. And I feel like a lot of the time as men, especially with your homies, you don't really want to open up to your mans and them like that, because it's kind of like, you know, we men, like, I know I don't want to come off as a weak individual. Yeah. We men, we don't really talk. We don't really get too deep. The most person we might open up more to is like to our lady. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. We might be more open, but you know, it's just finding a way to deal with what you're dealing with in the right way, in a positive way. Because I was dealing with what I was dealing with in a very negative way. Yeah.
So I wanna ask you, because the music, again, I can't say this enough. The music is fire. What is JaySwishes studio sessions like?
Hennessy, Taylor Port.
Hennessy and Taylor Port?
Hennessy. I chased the Henny and the Taylor Port.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that get me activated.
Oh man.
Activate. You want the full JaySwishes personality, the full JaySwishes experience. When I'm off that Henny and the TP, I get activated. On God, I get activated. I get activated. It's lit. You know what I'm saying? I got that. I got the guys in there. You know, I got the vibes in there. I got the baddies in there. Yeah. And you know, just playing beats, I'm feeling it. Yeah. And I just get in my zone. Like, that's really I like that party vibe in the studio. I was
just about to ask you that.
Party vibe.
The scenery of your studio time, do that depict what song that you make in the studio that day, or like? You know
what's so crazy? It could be a party vibe in there, and I be feeling the vibe so much that I probably won't even make a party song. I might make something that's gonna really hit your soul. Yeah. But it's just, that's my vibe, to create anything that I'm feeling. Like, it's so crazy. That vibe will make me think about something that's sad, or make me think about something that feels good. It just put me in the zone to create. I would say that it put me in the creative zone, just like all that, because I like being around people. Like, I would say this: I'm a very antisocial, social person.
That makes sense. I know exactly what you mean by that. That makes sense.
I'm a very antisocial, social person. Like, I'm the type of person, if I open my mouth and I start talking, I actually got something to say.
Yeah.
I'm not somebody that's gonna just be talking just to hear myself talk.
Yeah.
Like, and I gotta fuck with your energy. Like, I fuck with your energy right now.
Yeah.
But so it's like, yeah, it's just that type of thing. It's like I'm very social, but not.
Okay. So, with that being said, we got any shows coming up? Like, what is JaySwishes doing right now? Cause I know you working. I know you out here. I'm seeing you everywhere. So, like, what's JaySwishes doing right now?
You know, so I'm doing a lot of interviews. I got a couple of shows coming. You know, it's so much things going that sometimes you forget dates. You know, that's why I got dope managers. So I got like 2 shows coming up, but I can't. I'm gonna be honest. Can't tell you the day right now. It's just. Okay. It's going, and then also, you know, working on that Don't Call Me Nothing But Him. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the next EP.
That's the next EP. That's the last EP in the trilogy. So the first one was I'm Him. The second one was I'm Really Him. Now this is the finale. Don't Call Me Nothing But Him. So you can just imagine what that's gonna sound like.
Okay, and it's gonna be another 7 track cut.
I'm not gonna lie. I might be nice and put a little bit more on it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good, man.
Because what I've been hearing is that people felt like they wanted more from the second one.
That's what I was saying. That's why I asked you that, because I'm like, yo, this shit sounds like a album. And I want to hear more songs, but I'm like, yo, it's only 7 tracks and shit is crazy, and it's like, damn, you know what I mean? But you know, I like it like that too, because it's like now you give your fan base wanting more. So now they like, yo, JaySwishes, when you gonna drop? Yo, when is the next? Right. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's positive. You know what I'm saying? For some fans, it might be negative, because they be like, yo, damn, nah, I wanted more. Even though it's hard, but I just wanted more. But so I think it could be mainly a good thing. It's not a bad thing at all, because it's like I said, every cut is crazy. So it's not like, you know.
And I'm also thinking about the people that's not fans of me yet.
Yeah. You don't want to give them everything.
Do they really want? They don't know me. They don't know my music. Do they want to really listen to 15, 20 songs by me? Like, I'm real with myself. Like, let's be honest. Yeah. Nah, I gotta make sure that it's easy.
Self-awareness.
I gotta make sure that it's easy to digest. That will have them wanting more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to just stuff like this. Like, again, it's timing. I'm gonna get to that point where I'm gonna have 20 records, and they gonna listen to all 20 from 000 to 325. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
They gonna listen from start to finish, cause like Drake. Yeah. When Drake drop an album, it could be 40 songs. I promise you, 95 to 100% people is gonna listen to all of them songs.
Yeah. And you're gonna get a different vibe from each and every one.
Mind you, I said Drake.
Yeah.
That's to tell you where I'm trying to go at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can hear it in the music, the song that you got with Roddy Ricch. And that's one thing I can say. You don't sound the same on every song, bro.
You mean Roddy Rebel?
I said Roddy Ricch. I'm bugging. Yeah, Roddy Rebel. Yeah.
Shout out to Roddy Ricch though. What's up?
Yeah, shout out to him. But that track, I remember. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All of them should sound different. All of that is different. Like, and I think that's very hard to do. But that goes to show the level of talent that you have. Like, where did you develop that level of talent to be able to sound different on every single track?
I feel like it's because, first of all, I give credit to my mom. I give credit to God, because I feel like some things are just God given.
Yeah.
You can't really, there's no like explanation what you could do. Like, for example, NBA players who's really nice and boy. Yeah, you could be practicing from since you was young, but there's certain things that just genetic. Something is just in you. Like, it's really in you to do that. But it's also how long I've been doing it as time go on. Also, when I was growing up as a I wasn't listening to rap. I was like in my house, in the house it was mostly soca, reggae. Yeah. And that got me to appreciate all types of music. I listen to pop, I listen to this, I listen to that. Like, I don't just listen to rap all day.
Yeah.
So my ears is very open. I could appreciate all different types of music. So it's like, you know, it probably doesn't inspire me in ways that I don't even know that it inspires me. Yeah. I just create. Yeah. That's the only way I could explain it. I create what my emotion is. I create how I feel. I create to connect with people.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because I want people to connect with me.
Yeah.
So facts.
So being that we know your background is from Grenada, do you think, like, are you thinking about incorporating some of that music?
I mean, like,
your projects?
I mean, you got songs like Good Company that give you a little little vibe of like, yo, like, he might have a little West Indian in him type shit. So it's like,
but still with that hip hop feel.
With that hip hop feel. So it's like, I'm doing that now, and that was not purpose. That was unconsciously. That's what I'm saying. Like, I might be doing that unconsciously. It might make my melodies a little bit different. It might just, you know what I'm saying? It might just, no, like, facts.
Okay, yeah, cause in the songs I can hear the accent come out a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, when you doing the hook, when you was on the hook, what was that? That was no, I remember, it was on. I remember, I could hear it. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, I can hear it, like, you know what I'm saying. So, like, it's something different, and the music you make, and I'm glad too, because, you know, everybody try to sound like everybody. You don't. I said this earlier. You don't. You know what I mean. You don't sound like You don't sound like nobody. You have your own sound. You don't sound like you would be put in one genre. Like, you don't sound like you would just strictly be hip hop, because you got like a R&B feel to it as far as like the harmonizing on the song. Yeah. And so that's purposely done.
I'm also holding back. There's a lot of, because one thing that I know right now is that I'm establishing like the signature sound of JaySwishes. Like, I feel like when I'm really him, you know, motives. I remember, like, if you look at the track list, I purposely put it like that because it flows a certain way. Like, you ain't never gonna hear a song and then one song you just like, your ears are just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
It flows the right way, because I'm trying to make sure that the JaySwishes signature sound is stamped, because I feel like that's important as an artist. Before, you know, when I first started music, I was just thinking, yo, being versatile is so cool. I'm gonna do pop, I'm gonna do that. Nah, you gotta make sure that you brand a certain sound that people could get down with. Then, as time go on, they're gonna be open to more shit. For example, Drake, that House album that he dropped, the Nevermind. House album. Drake wouldn't be able to drop that 10 years ago.
Hell no.
He had to build up that where now anything that Drake want to try, any sound that he want to do, anything that he want to do, niggas gonna listen.
Yeah, his fan base is big enough. Yeah,
he's big enough. So it's like, that's what I said. Again, back to the time. That's why I made that point. It's all about timing. Yeah. So what I'm doing right now, I'm holding back what I could really, really, really do. But it's gonna come. It's gonna come. JaySwishes is on his way for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact, because that was going to be my next question. When you in your creative mind and you create any songs, how do you put it together and make it make sense on the album or the EP that you dropping? Because, you know, some people they do a whole bunch of songs and then they put it on,
and I'm glad you said that. Boom. This is what I was saying. I treat my EPs like album. That's why you feel like it's an album, because I treated it like an album, because that's giving the people, my fans, getting them prepared to and training their ears to, like, oh, this guy's an album artist. I want to hear songs from this guy. I don't want to just hear one song per year that's gonna be a hit. I want to hear songs and songs. I want to hear projects. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, cause I'm really him. Like, after that, I'm ready for the project, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I'm ready for the project. Like, it's definitely a vibe. I get that feel when you in the V and you just cruising and you just chilling and you bumping it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I definitely get that feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's looking like 2023 is gonna be a busy year for JaySwishes, man.
Very busy. Booked and busy.
And how do you find time between? Because you had like I said, you had a crazy ending of 2022 at the end of the year. Yeah. And now, like I said, you being booked, you doing interviews, shows, you doing all these things. How do you find time to really get your creative thoughts together and go to the studio and really be able to create 2 songs a night, 5 songs a night? How do you get a chance to do that when you so busy doing everything else?
I mean, doing all of that, you still living life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still like, you're still living. When you go to events, go to parties, go to interviews, like our conversation might just inspire. I get inspired by anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A conversation that me and you might have, I might get inspired by that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still living my life. So it's like I get inspired by life. Yeah. So if you listen to my music, it's relatable because it's about life.
Yeah.
That's why it's relatable.
Yeah. And I think those people, and I've been saying this for years, I think those people make the best music because just because you talking about your life, everything ain't gotta be like I'm on some gangster shit. I'll kill somebody, I'll do this and I'll do that. Like, it don't gotta be like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, we get money. Like, we like girls. Like, we can make songs. Bro, like, I like to party. Like, you know what I mean? We got different flavors.
Yo, not to cut you off, but like, yo, me and my manager was dead talking about it in the car. Everybody want to be the biggest gangster. Everybody want to be the biggest shooter. And you know what's so funny? Half of the niggas that want to be that, they not even like that.
That's a fact.
It's the facts is showing you what's going on.
Yeah.
Every week we hear another. Oh, this nigga snitch. Oh, look at the paperwork. Or this, but these niggas supposed to be the biggest gangsters. That's why I'm saying like, yo, where's the getting money niggas? Where's the fly niggas? Like niggas don't like pussy no more. Niggas don't like money no more. Niggas don't like what's going on.
It's crazy. And that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you think about the artists that put that type of shit on wax, but then they leave the studio with that shit and they go back out to the streets and do the same shit that they putting on wax? Like, what is your thoughts on artists that do that and like not really try to get away from that?
I mean, shit. Can you really, like, bro? We at the end of the day, we all grown men, bro. We not kids. Yeah. You should know what you're doing. Yeah. And there's repercussions to everything that you do. You gotta be mindful of that. It's like, bro, like, you gotta use your brain. Yeah. You gotta use your brain. And there's a lot of times it's just like it's just dumb decisions, bro. Yeah. Like, for example, right? Bro, I'm from the Ville, bro. From Brownsville. I've been through many situations that if I wanted to put on a certain, I could do that, but I know that that's not necessarily who I want to be. That's just because I was a certain environment and I had to really adapt to that environment. I had to really get like that. It's not because I really want to be that. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
that's how you survive.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. That's
exactly how you survive, bro.
Know exactly
You gotta really be a certain way at really certain time, and it's not necessarily because I want to be like that. I don't care about being the biggest gangster. I don't care about being the biggest shooter. I don't care about none of that because at the end of the day, I don't pay the bills. That you can't take care of your family that way. None of that shit. I care about getting to the bag. I care about being fly. I care about bagging bitches. I care about really being that nigga.
Putting out this good music.
That's what I care about. And at the end of the day, a lot of these niggas that really talk like that, at the end of the day, if they still pussy. Because I'm still a man at the end of the day. I'm still a man. Nobody's going to, you know what I'm saying? I don't even put that energy. I put good energy out to get good energy back to me. Yeah, I don't have to. But niggas who know, I'm 10 toes down. My name is Gucci, bro. I'm good. I'm a solid guy. Yeah. I'm a man at the end. I'm a man first. Ain't nobody's gonna play with me. Mm-hmm. But I know where my focus is at. My focus is really being on some positive shit, getting money. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you though what I've been through. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what it's like. I'm gonna tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I'm not glorifying it. I'm just showing. I'm just painting the picture for you to see what's really going on. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the plan should be if you know you got a popping song out and you starting to get more looks and people starting to call you in because they think that you can do something in this industry, I think that'll be the time to be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna change what I'm doing. I am who I am. I'm not gonna let nobody play with me, but at the same time, this door just opened up for me. Mm-hmm. So you know what? I think I'm gonna leave that alone because it's only going to end one or two ways. Either I'm going to be dead or I'm going to be in jail. Right. So let me walk through this door and let me see how that work out for me.
And there's certain things about me that if you just know, you know, that I don't even push.
Yeah.
I don't even push that.
Yeah.
It's just, if you know, you know. And I don't even push that. I don't even push it in my music for real. It's just, if you know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, man. It's about, you know, it's about living. You know what I'm saying? It's about taking care of your family, yourself and your family. You know what I'm saying? Traveling, seeing new things.
The world, seeing things.
You know what I mean? Building.
Life is so short, bro. Niggas die every day. Niggas is dying young.
Bro,
I feel blessed to be to reach even 25, bro.
Yo, listen, man. Like this is one of my brothers right here. Like we done been through some shit. We were just talking about that. Like it's like, yo, look, nigga, I'm tired, bro. Like I got my kids. I'm just trying to chill, bro. I don't want no issues with nobody. Like I just want to chill. I want to bring this positive energy. I want to, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to build this platform. I want to talk to artists like you, JaySwishes, somebody that's doing their thing, who's bringing positive energy, somebody that's making noise in the game right now. Like that's what I'm about, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a family man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see my brothers, all my brothers, do something positive, make their money, live their life. So when it's time for us to go, we got something that we could leave,
right? That
we made our mark on. Like, you understand? You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. That's what it's about for me, man. But, you know, I appreciate you coming through. And, you know, this is the first time you came to bless Voice of Brooklyn podcast. And hopefully this is not the last. I have an open door policy. You always welcome to come back. I appreciate you for coming through. I got to give a shout out to Panama because he set this up. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to him. You know what I mean? Doing this thing. So, you know, I just want to say that I appreciate you and I want to thank you for coming. But before you go, tell the people where they can find you at, your IG, whatever. You know what I mean? Talk your shit.
You can find me on Instagram at JaySwishes, JaySwishes. And you can find my music anywhere you can stream music at. I don't care where it's at. You're going to find JaySwishes. I promise you. Look it up. And go check out that I'm Really Him. It's dope records on there. You know, bro said it himself, you know, so you know it's not just me saying it. The people are saying it.
Facts,
and I really appreciate you for having me, bro. Good luck.
You already know, man.
For sure.
Love is love. You already know. For sure. I'm your host, Skrilla Fresh. You know, you already know. You can find me on the gram. That's SCRILLA_FRESH. You already know what time it is. But before I get out of here, I got to give a shout out to my sponsor, Nitty Customs. You can also find him on the gram. That's NITTYKUSTOMZ. You can get all your latest fashion, your hats, your sweaters, shirts, everything for babies, everything. Like, you know what I mean? That's Nitty Customs. Hit him up. You already know what time it is, man. This is Voice of Brooklyn podcast, and we out of here.